Well, good morning. Good morning. It's the Daybreak show live. So let me just get stirring the coffee, stirring the chicken broth. Stirring the chicken broth with chopsticks using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your chicken broth at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, chicken broth. No desire for coffee today, just want to drink chicken broth. I hope you're doing well, my friendly acquaintances. You know, when you get up at 4 a.m., I know it's now about 5:40. When you get up at 4 a.m., you have 2 hours. Think about this. You have 2 hours that are yours. Think about it. From now until the time you go to bed, you're not going to have any time to yourself, right? Once the day starts, once the house gets up. This is why I love getting up at 4 a.m. The reason is this: I have time to myself. Time to myself. My house starts buzzing at about, I'm guessing like 7 o'clock. I leave for work at 6:30 to be to work at 7. The housemate sound asleep, and she's not feeling too well, so I had to give her some medicine this morning, make sure she's doing okay. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. So I have 2 hours from about 4 to 6 that I use for reading, filming the Daybreak show, contemplation, that kind of thing. It's good. So consider getting up early. Consider getting up early because it's your time. That's the only way you're going to get your time, is when you get up early. It's harder to go to bed early than it is to get up early. Getting up early is the easy part. I think disciplining yourself to go to bed is harder than getting up in the morning. I love being up. I feel like if I don't get up early in the morning that I missed something. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Patience. Patience, patience, patience. When you see a man with a big beard, what you don't see, and I'm not talking this kind of beard, I'm talking like the big beards. When you see a man like that, what you don't see is instant gratification. When you see a man with a big beard, there's a man who thinks before he speaks, expects nothing fast, has long-term goals, he quietly chips away at them, and he paces himself. That's what a big beard says. Pace yourself. Be patient. Big beards did not get to be big overnight. They took patience to get there. Just a reminder that your dog thinks its name is Good Boy or Good Girl. You know that, right? I don't care what the dog's name is. You call it Good Boy or Good Girl. It's at the point now, let's just get real. It thinks its name is Good Boy. I was doing some research on Greg Kovacs, the largest bodybuilder in history, standing at 6'4", 330 pounds during competition season. Off season, he's 400 pounds. That's a big boy. Well, he suffered a heart attack at age 44. Boy, I hope it was worth it. Guy was a monster, but the reality is, taking steroids, and he's obviously roided up, does take its toll on you. So I'm at the pharmacy yesterday. The pharmacy tech girl says, "Do you mind wearing your mask while I check you out?" And I'm thinking, wait, she's wearing a mask. And I wanted to say, yeah, but you're wearing a mask. I thought your mask protects you. But she wanted me to wear a mask. to help her mask work better. She had more tattoos and piercings than a circus act. No latex gloves, because hand washing is the single most important thing you can do to prevent the spread of infection. It's been that way for literally 75 years in the CDC, and all of a sudden we got to wear masks. That's a big circle jerk right there. They're yanking your chain. So Philadelphia's finest. I think my face communicated what my mouth didn't. Sir, can you wear a mask while I check you out? Come on, man. You ought to be proud of me at what I didn't say to her. Hey, how wild is it when the Russian president gives the most conservative pro-family speech you've ever heard? Imagine if an American president spoke like this. I watched President Putin's speech yesterday. It was actually a great speech. I should post it. I think I'm going to post it in the community section of YouTube. I will. It's a great speech. It pumps you up. Would you ever thought that the president of Russia would give a more inspiring speech than an American president? Amazing. A strong, determined woman, not a strong, independent woman, a strong, determined woman. It takes strength to not let this world strip you of your femininity, virtue, and character. Nothing like a strong, determined woman. I don't want a strong, independent woman. I don't know why women think that that's an attractive thing. The minute they say independent, the minute you're like, bye-bye. Not that I'm looking for a dependent either. I've already got kids. I don't need another one. But I want a strong, determined woman, you know, who still has her femininity and virtue and character, hasn't been stripped away by the world. They're out there. There's a few of them, but they're out there. There's a grown, successful man. I get his email almost every day. Shows a picture of a watch that his wife gave him for Christmas. The caption says, "Christmas present from my much better half." And I'm like, just, Jesus, dude, do you really have to do that? And then he puts the word much in parentheses. Did you really have to do that, dude? You know, you got all these people looking up to you, and you're putting yourself down and saying your wife is your better half. Well, now's my chance to school this person and school you if you feel the same way. Here's a grown, successful man self-deprecating in his own newsletter. Gentlemen, don't do that. It's not all in good fun. Yeah, and I do have a sense of humor, but you ever notice that women don't put themselves down? They don't call their husbands their better half or the boss, okay? Your woman isn't with you because she's your better half. She saw something in you and your mission and wanted to be part of it. You don't want to put her down, but you don't want to put yourself down. There's nothing more beautiful than a strong, determined woman, not a strong, independent woman. You know, the joke is a girl goes on a date. She spends 3 hours talking about how much of a strong, independent woman she is, and then she wonders why the guy wants to go Dutch at the end of the date. She just got done bragging to him about how independent she is. All right, well then pick up the check. Think about it. You want a strong, determined woman. That's a worthy goal. Hey, did you ever look at a hunk of meat and bone and get excited about how great that bone broth is going to be the next day? It's almost like you got to put up with the meat to get to the bone. Take that bone, you roast it with some onions and carrots and celery, and then you boil it in a pot of water. Oh man, it's gonna be nice. Very nice. Well, I hope you have a great day. I have to go grab a shower. And I just wanted to say hello to you real quick. It's really cold here. Cold all week. And I'm getting ready to rock and roll. So you have a great day. And with that, finish your chicken broth, and I'll see you on the next Daybreak show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.